Alright, so it's time for the 3080 to play God of War Ragnarok, and now I think it's DLAA with 4K, high settings, not ultra, because ultra, there's not big difference, but it uses a lot of VRAM. So this is a 10 gigabyte GPU, and this game still has a VRAM issue, which is same as the last game. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it at high. And now it's giving me 70 FPS. Outside was like 67, 65. Now it's 70 FPS in this corridor, which is not bad. And probably inside is gonna be more FPS inside here. And now it's using 6.8 gigabyte of VRAM. As you can see, like from the start, it's using close to 7 gigabytes of VRAM. And oh no, it dropped FPS from 80, well 70 something. It was 80 only when I was looking at the sky, to 64 inside this. I thought inside it was gonna be like less intensive, but it's more intensive actually. All right, let's just go through the portal to the house, I think.
Hey, one last thing there, Tiny.
And then I'm gonna enable DLSS. Oh, now it's dropping into the 50s in the Yggdrasil
You got another
3.
place to lay your head tonight? And
The Yggdrasil.
that talking, though.
I will not abandon my home.
Oh, yeah? And what's to stop the all-fucker from spying on you? Or Raven pecking your house to splinters while you're asleep in it? Nothing, that's what.
The all fucker. That's what he calls him.
Someone about putting you up at his place in a pinch.
It dropped to the 40s now. I mean, even at high settings, 4K. But this is DLA actually. It's not like a little bit more intensive, like 3 to 5 FPS less than actual native. If I use TAA, but DLSS, DLAA looks way better. I mean, even DLSS looks way better than native resolution. Alone, because you know all the aliasing and stuff, jiggy jaggy on the corners and stuff like that, and that does look good, especially when his beard is not gonna look good. Okay, he's looking for Atreus. So this is how it runs on 4K DLAA, and this is even a cutscene. It's inside a house. It's not gonna be that intensive, so I'm just gonna skip it. Okay, so now that they are about to get out of the house, let me just enable DLSS on quality, keep it on high. I'm not gonna do ultra. The VRAM dropped a little bit, like 200 megabytes. That's all. So it's not gonna be a big drop. And FPS went up from 70s. Well, it was 80s in the house, so 140. So outside it's gonna be probably 120, 115 closer. I'm not sure. Let's just see. Let's just see when they go outside. Oh, I'm gonna have to equip the armor. Okay, now we're outside. I thought it's gonna be like 120, but no, it's like 108, 104. High settings, DLSS on quality. This is, you know, more than playable, to be honest. I mean, this is just above the PS5 level of you know, FPS. The PS5 gives you like 80 when you like upscale from 1440p to 4K. Just like using DLSS on quality, it's just like a crappy upscaling technology because it's, you know, it's using their own upscaling. They're not using FSR. And it's actually a little bit better than FSR, but it doesn't look as good as DLSS. And now, I mean, outside it was inside it was 6.7 gigabytes of VRAM. Now it's 7 gigabytes point 1. And as you can see, the FPS is fine. I mean, we're playing at a smooth 100 FPS. I thought it was gonna be 120, 100 something like that, but it's not. So that's fine. And my CPU just started to work because with the 4090 it was like just like idling. It was at idle temperature. It was not even like doing anything.
I had dreams calling me here.
The memory of this GPU is getting to 100C. Oh,
No. Look closer.
he's a hell walker.
Now? Who's doing it?
We ganged up on this guy.
Much to hope that an enemy of theirs would be a friend of ours. You see
What's down here? Oh yeah, there's that pouch of money. Money. Hack silver. This is what I'm gonna use to upgrade my stuff. I mean, yeah, DLSS on quality looks, you know, just playable. It's more than playable. I mean, this game, like, if you have 60 FPS, it should be enough. Oh, what the hell? What that was that?
Strong.
Oh, that was the huntress that was
Oh yeah, being all the way on.
what's it called? I don't know what they call it. It's like a name from Last of Us, kind of. I forgot what was like. Not a clicker. I'm not sure what they called it. Oh, is this guy? Oh, this guy is fightable as well. I can fight this guy. Anything to gain, you know, XP and hack silver. Anything. Okay. Okay, where's that huntress? She looks like that Greek. The Greek mythology thing, like the guy with the horse bottom has like a horse bottom and then like an upper torso of a man. I forgot what they called as well. Damn, I'm forgetting a lot of things here. Not a minotaur. Minotaur is the actual bull. I'm not sure what they called them. I forgot. Okay, now DLSS on performance. Let me reset the 100% lows. I thought the VRAM is gonna drop. It's not dropping. It's like now it's 7.9 gigabytes of VRAM. Shit. I think this game is gonna max out this GPU and then, well, it's gonna seep out to the RAM.
Right? He knows.
And probably gonna crash or something.
Plus, here was the Giant's greatest ally.
I hope this just doesn't crash. You know what I mean? If it maxes out the GPU, like just like Outlaws, Star Wars Outlaws, it can max out your GPU, but it's not gonna crash or it's gonna perform like make it like unstable or something like that. As you're gonna have like the same smooth gameplay, just like your VRAM is gonna be all gone, and it's not gonna seep out to the RAM. So there's no memory leak with Outlaws, but it's just like it just uses a lot of fucking VRAM. Not just a lot, all of the VRAM. If you have 24 gigabytes, you're gonna use like 20 gigabytes or like 24, all of it, just, you know, to run the game. Okay, I beat these guys pretty easy. I shouldn't have like chosen give me balance. I shouldn't have like said give me God of War or something like that. Because I am pretty good at this game. I played it like in at launch, and I played it too many times, to be honest. This game is like, I have to take this before I go. I have to take that. I don't need that. Okay, so now I'm gonna use DLSS quality with FSR frame generation. I did not I could use the mod to use DLSS frame generation, but that's gonna use the same thing, which is FSR frame generation. It's gonna be under the name of DLSS. So I'll probably do it for the 3090 Ti just to see how it runs. But it's gonna be the same thing, running the same thing under two different names. So I'm not gonna bother with it with this GPU. For some reason, it's giving me only like same kind of FPS I had before with DLSS on quality. Oh, I have to use this. I'm not sure why I was just punching them. Which I do 100% lows. They are not. Well, they are bad now. Well, they are not bad. I don't know what they went too low for a second, and they came back. Oh, these guys are like a higher level than me. They're level 2. I mean, there's nothing wrong with DLSS frame generation. I mean, FSR frame generation. Oh, this guy just became a Hellwalker. These are the ones that I hate because they only hit from afar. Yeah, they have like ranged weapons, so I have to use the axe on them. Oh, she's still alive. Like 2 hits weren't enough. Had to be 3 hits. Okay. Still not full health, but okay, it's okay. No problem. go. I thought I was gonna climb this, but I'm not gonna climb it.
Isn't it nice how
Okay, so I restarted the game, and FSR right now, frame generation, is working better than before. Whereas before it was only giving me like kind of DLSS performance quality. I mean the performance level, but now it's giving me a little bit more. Giving me more than 100. It was like probably the maximum that I got here, like 100 FPS, and that was like 120. So is there probably there's a bug with FSR or something like that? And I noticed it because it did not really give me a big bump in performance. Yep, we got him.
Fine.
On it.
I think the FSR you have to like to go back to the main menu and then enable it and then go back to the game. That's what I think should be done. Wasn't the problem with the 4090 though. I'm not sure if it's a problem with this GPU only or something like that. Oh shit. Okay, now it's 1440p native with DLAA on top of it. Everything is still high. I did not use ultra or anything like that. Let's just see how it runs. This is like 100 FPS, which is, you know, makes sense. Where do I have to go? Oh yeah, this way.
I've seen my share of bloodshed, but this is
And the VRAM dropped a little bit. What the hell just happened? Oh yeah, the Huntress. This is the Huntress that I don't know what she's called. She's like that Greek beast. But it's just like a deer or something, not a horse. Is this a horse?
found our predator.
I don't think this is a horse. It's probably like a deer or something, or a moose, at least. She's. She has that bow and arrows. And I hate enemies that have like ranged weapons.
Busted, brother. Just keep your feet moving, yeah?
Yeah, I can't block. This I have to just dodge. Oh, she kicks. She kicks as well. You know what? I'm just gonna use rage on her. I was saving it for her actually. I didn't want to use it on the Hellwalkers. I didn't even use Atreus' attacks, not even once. Okay, she's dead. Half human, half deer. Because that's not a horse. A horse does not have those colors. That kind of fur.
There, the raiders, Stornode and barging in, and now stalkers preying in our woods.
Stalkers.
Even anymore.
Stalker. That's what I was looking for. That's the name. Let's use some DLSS on quality with 1440p. And it bumped me from like 100 and something to now 100 and close to 40. Sometimes it goes up to 40, but most of the time it's gonna stay in the 30s.
We found telling stories of giants. How the panel on the left would be their
Just go grab this.
panel on the right would be their fate.
Drop down here.
How many? I've
Okay.
seen them.
Yeah, right here.
So, there's more to them than we realize.
Can I punch this bug? I can't punch the bug. For some reason, I can't punch it. The VRAM level is still the same. It's just that the
Well,
FPS increased.
is new, but the shrine is just on the other side.
One thing that I'm noticing, like, look at that L button. When I'm using 1440p with upscaling, it just like looks blurry. On 4K, it looks fine. They have to fix that. It's not getting upscaled with the game. I noticed it on the 4090, and man, I mean, it's a nuisance. Like the whole game, like the whole game looks good. Looks fine. That button prompt, not just the only, like every button prompt is that way. Oh yeah, they're gonna open the shrine to see the prophecy. Now we'll be using DLSS on performance on 1440p, which is, oh, it was just like 140 FPS and now it dropped to,
Sindri is full of ideas.
well,
Ground looks kind of crazy.
in this area, it's not, it was like the same as DLSS on quality. I'm not sure, but it says like my GPU is 100% pegged. So, I think it's just because this area is a little bit more intensive than the other area that I was in before.
Two things for fun and profit. Lovely.
Mumia, did you hear?
The VRAM is still the same kind of,
Not much.
6 to 7 gigabytes of VRAM.
He told
I think the game respects the VRAM boundaries for this GPU. This CPU is definitely
I remember you.
boosting to its max clock, so there's no bottleneck there.
Trident.
And it's like in idling temperature. That's what it idles at, 40 C.
Fighting without a shield?
It is not my first time.
I keep wondering how these don't die from like hypothermia or something. They're just humans, but this is again, this is just a game, and when they die, they just like go back to life as like hell walkers because hell is occupied. Well, not occupied, it's just like full. There are no holy shit, this guy fucking big, and I have no shield. Let's use the runic attack. Well, the runic attack didn't do much. I mean, this game, if you have 60 FPS, you're gonna be like solid. Be honest. And 140 FPS is like, for this game, I would say maximum is like, before you can say too much FPS is like 120. Well, after like 120 FPS for this game is like, it's too much FPS. And that's like unnecessary kind of FPS. You just like,
Phew. Almost home.
it's because it's not really
Brother,
a competitive shooter.
don't hold the lad's curiosity against him. It goes with being young.
In my youth, we learned obedience.
And is that what you wish for him? Brother, he's going to walk his own path.
Using DLSS quality with AMD FSR frame generation is just like, it gives me the same kind of performance as DLSS Performance. And I'm not complaining, it's not a complaint. I mean, shouldn't it like double, it shouldn't be like double the FPS? Like X2 FPS?
Sentry!
Because frame generation puts a frame between each two frames. So
It's been so long.
it's giving you 50 more
Roan.
percent, 50% more of improvement. So,
follow me.
but it's not actually doubling
Somewhere safe.
any FPS here.
I believe
It's giving me a considerable uplift, but it's not doubling FPS.
we're still your favorite dwarf.
Some games do,
You're still the
as I said before,
No.
in other videos, in other games. Some games do actually double the FPS with FSR and DLSS frame generation. Some games don't. I mean, this game really doesn't really need it.
Where are we going?
But, oh yeah, this usually is fucking intensive, huh?
I'd prefer it to
It dropped from 170 to 117.
Kratos. After that Thor incident, we thought we should make up some rooms till you can figure out your next moves. Nearly there.
Going on.
As you can see, we've settled here in the realm between realms. It's nothing much, but it's safe from
They have a house in the Yggdrasil.
Odin's eyes. And you really can't beat the view if you're into shimmering gray voids.
That's amazing, Sin.
I think the 3060
About actually
would have the same exact performance and 4K as PS5. Like a 3060 Ti or a 3060 with 5600X. They would probably be the same exact FPS as a PS5.
Come in. Come in. Now, if you would just wipe your feet very thoroughly, I'll wait.
Well, you have to use actually DLSS Performance for 4K DLSS
Rooms are there. The kitchen is just over there.
with the 3060.
Anybody need a snack? Kratos? Snack?
I do not need a snack.
What we need is your help getting to Svartalfheim so we can try and rescue Tyr.
To Tyr. Alive?
Now we're gonna be using 1080p DLAA, and actually now we're in Svartalfheim, so it's gonna be a little bit more intensive probably. I'm not sure because it's giving me the same exact FPS as 1440p was giving me in Midgard. But yeah, it's fine.
We can probably
100 FPS is fine.
get it free.
1080p, it doesn't really matter. The water physics probably is the culprit here.
Careful.
I hear Odin's Raven somewhere. Oh, right here.
Why are these things so fast?
What are these things? These are the Grime or the Grim or something like that. What the hell? Why I have to keep fighting these guys? I just want to kill the Raven
One less feathery
and be on my way.
Left side, he's coming.
Where are they coming from? It's like usually there's a hole where they come from.
lively stop.
Atreus, you dropped your guard.
We got the boat free though. We can
Alright, let's use the DLSS right now without skipping anything. Real fast. DLSS on quality. Yeah, this is on quality is fine on 1080p. I mean, this game, to be honest with you, this is how it looks. This is how I remember it looks on the PS5. So 100 DLSS gave me like a 35 increase. Not 35, it drops to the 27, 25. So it's like 27% increase over my existing FPS, which was 100 exactly. And probably in the water is gonna drop even more, because you know, again, the water and vegetation are the
still can't believe
most intensive things on the GPU to render. But I said it dropped to the 19s, 18.
Might have covered that note.
Okay,
What your mother did before we met.
not bad at all, not bad.
Did you ever ask?
Maybe it went back to 124, 25.
There are resources.
The 100% lows are not bad, but let me just reset them again. Well, they're still the same. Even though I reset them, they're still exactly the same.
Never asked Mom about
We'll just reset again,
what did you
just to make sure.
Matt?
Oh, wow. Right now, because the FPS like shot up,
Woman,
but it is gonna go back down again.
fish in the river.
But yeah, this is how it runs on the 3080 on all respective
It was fun.
resolutions. And this one is like right now 720p, I think, and then upscaling to 1080p, which is not really good because then 720p doesn't have much more. I mean, doesn't have much FPS, much pixels.
That wheel is.
I'm not sure what I'm saying. It doesn't have much pixels to upscale from.
Should be able to get through.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna be testing on the 3090 Ti next, and then 4080
It is a bomb.
Super, and then probably gonna test it on my laptop. I'm not sure. I have like a 1660 Super laptop, 1660 Ti actually, 60 gigabytes laptop. I'm gonna see if it runs well, and run it on that laptop and see how it runs. If you like the video, thumbs up. If you don't like it, thumbs down. Leave a comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.
That water.